All right, good evening. So I have played another game. I recorded it, and then I just played a game that I did not record. That was the Pittsburgh-Philly game. Pittsburgh came back in the fourth. Philly jumped out 28-14. Pittsburgh came back in the fourth with 14 of their own. Anyway, 28-28 tie. 1958, they did not have overtime. Tie game. Now I've got Chicago Cardinals, Detroit. So the last thing I need to do, next thing I need to do is print out the 1958 player finders from Family Football. So that was the other amazing possession-based game that I was trying to think of in the first video. Family Football is the other one. This deserves to be in that group of 4 or 5 brilliant games. I'm hooked, totally hooked on this. So I'm going to finish week 1 in just an hour, basically. All right, so Cardinals. So again, I won't have all the players and things right off the top of my head. I need the finders for that, or I can just try to remember who the players were. But the finders are kind of fun because they tell us who does what. All right, here we go. Chicago gets the ball first in Detroit. Chicago is 2-9-1, and Detroit 4-1. And here we go. Remember, this is offense, defense. This will tell us, what we're looking at on offense or defensive chart. It's offense for Chicago, 9. 9 is red zone. That's a good sign. Chicago got a great chance to score here, and they will. 8. 8 is a TD run for the Chicago Cardinals. We know who that is. That is the big man. Oh, my God, the big back. Oh, shoot. Never mind. Extra points automatic. What's his name? Oh, my God. My brain is dead today. Detroit, here we go. Detroit, we're looking at Chicago's defense, 8. 8 is punt. So Detroit, again, the Lions, unfortunately, after 2 back-to-back championship seasons, their decline started here in 58. Here we go. The Cardinals on offense again, 7 is a picked off. Detroit can return this for a TD on a 3. No. I'm kind of hoping to have one, so we can see how that works. It doesn't count as a possession. If we get one, it's just 7 points. We mark it down as a defensive score. All right, Detroit, here we go. They got to try to get something going up. Cardinals defense, 6. Red zone. Detroit is capable. And 6. They're going to do it. TD pass by Bobby Lane. Actually, Bobby Lane in 58 was with Pittsburgh, so this would be Rote to... Man, I'm telling you, my brain just doesn't want to cooperate tonight. 7 PAT. All right, so we've got. We're going into the extra. Okay, so the Chicago Cardinals. Do they get the extra drive? They do not. So the Cardinals. So that would be that would be treated as a punt. And we'll see if Detroit gets their extra drive. Or you could call this like time expires or whatever. It doesn't make any difference. But they don't actually get the drive. It could be turnover on downs or whatever. 6. They do get their extra drive. And so Detroit has a chance to take the lead here. It's going to be the defense 10. Red zone. Chicago may give up a red zone touchdown late here. 4. No, missed field goal. They let them drive in. But Detroit misses a field goal. So, folks, it's going to be 7-7 after 1, despite Chicago's interception. Tobin Rote throws a touchdown. All right, Chicago versus the Detroit defense, 12. Oh, that's a safety. Dude. Oh, wait, no, we got to roll again. 1 or 2, it's a safety. No, so it's just going to be a punt. I almost messed that up. Detroit, now let's see what Detroit does. That was sweet, though. We could have had a safety from Detroit. It's going to be the Cardinals, and it is 9. Cardinals defense 9 is intercepted, and the Cardinals cannot return it for a TD, so we don't worry about it. Chicago Cardinals now in the second. Offense 5. 5 is fumble. Damn. And they cannot return it for a touchdown. Detroit. Here we go. Coming to the end of the second quarter. Detroit's going to get their offense going with 9. 9 is red zone trip. Detroit could score here. 3 is a TD run, baby. So Detroit's going to punch it in. And it's going to get the PAT. So right now we're looking at a... Yeah, Detroit's got the lead right now. Chicago Cardinals with their what's called their extra drive. They get it, but they could still run out of time, and they do run out of time. So this definitely goes down Again, that's the second time they had a punt here. We're going to call this one turnover on downs. They're going to run out of time. And Detroit still has to make that roll as well. This is a rule I had to clarify with John via email before I finish these games. If that happens, do both teams keep going? Yeah. So it's a percentage deal over the course of a season. So you got to do it because teams can still get their possessions. They're going to get their extra drive, and they're going to run out of time. So I'm going to put time expires on Detroit. So Detroit's going to get that TD run to take the lead. They're up at home against the Chicago Cardinals 14-0. We're going into the third quarter. All right, Chicago, here we go. Chicago's facing that defense. That defense is 8, punt. So right now Detroit is handling Chicago okay. Detroit, Cardinals defense is 5. That's a fumble, so Detroit coughs it up again, and they do have a chance to return this. If I roll a 3, it's a touchdown return. No, but the Cardinals on offense, 7, intercepted. They're going to... And interception for Detroit could go the distance. And no, so I keep hoping we're going to see a defensive score here. Detroit with their possession here before we get close to the end. 2-2 is red zone. Detroit has a chance to score again, and it's going to be 9. 9 is field goal. Okay, and do they get their drive? Does Chicago get another drive? They do get another drive, and it's going to be 6. Fumble. Oh, they fumble it away again. No return. Detroit, do they get their drive in the third quarter? Their final drive in the third quarter? 5, they do. And it's on the defense. 8 is a punt. They're going to be forced to punt going into the fourth quarter. We did get a field goal, though, from Detroit, extending their lead. It is now 17-0, and Detroit will start in the fourth, so we have Chicago chasing them for a comeback, a little more dramatic. Detroit's going to get 9. That's red zone, baby. And Detroit's going to add to their lead. Yep, touchdown pass from Tobin Rote. Extra point, so they're gonna win this game easy. Is good. All right, Chicago Cardinals, they better start scoring like right now. Chicago 7 is intercepted, and we do have a 3 is a pick 6. No pick 6. Detroit coming to the end of the game, and it's going to be defense 10 is red zone for Detroit, and 4 is going to be a missed field goal. Chicago Cardinals' final guaranteed possession is 8. 8 is red zone. Come on, Chicago. Make this a game, baby. It's going to be 9. That's a TD pass for Chicago. Extra point is automatic. And Detroit with their extra drive. Let's take a look. They get it. Now, did time run out on them? No, time does not run out on them. Detroit really wants to score this to make sure the game is decided. No, it's going to be on the defense 4. 4 is red zone. Detroit might get in. They drive down into the red zone. Looks over the defense. Draws back. Fires. Hands it off on a draw. It's going to be a TD run for Detroit. Extra point is good. And not good. That's pretty much going to put Chicago away. They do get their final drive. Yes, they do get their final drive. 10-10 is punt. They're going to be forced to punt. So the Cardinals, we're just going to call that time expires. They would not bother to punt. Wow, Detroit gets a TD pass and a TD, so 14 more for Detroit in the fourth. Cardinals tried to make it interesting, 14, but it's going to be a butt kicking, 28, 29, 30, 31-14. Chicago 0-1. Detroit went 4-7-1 that year. Their points for and points against were actually closer than their record, which means when they won games, they probably won fairly. They either lost games big and won games close, or won games big and lost games close. I don't know. I haven't looked at their scores in a while. But 31-14 in Game 4. I have one game left to do, and I will have already played all of Week 1 in Drive Time Football. And there you have it, folks. Unbelievable game. 1958. Los Angeles at the Chicago Bears. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and get this done. I was gonna do save it for coffee in the morning, but bottom line is let's wrap it up, and then I can get started on week 2 tomorrow. So LA Rams, Chicago Bears, LA Rams, Chicago Bears, and we got two extra drive chances, right? Then we go on to the next quarter. LA Rams, Chicago Bears, LA Rams, Chicago Bears. We got 2 extra drive potential. Third quarter will be LA Rams, Chicago Bears, LA Rams, Chicago Bears with extra drive potential. And then the fourth quarter, it depends on who's leading. All right, let's play. The Rams get the ball first. Kickoff. They're going to bring it out, and they are going to go 5. They're going to go with a red zone play. They drive down, folks. This was a great team. Scored 344 points. Was 8-4. This is a damn good team. It's going to drop back in the red zone, and they're going to end up settling for a field goal, but that'll take it. Their opening drive leads to points. Chicago Bears are going to have to punt on their opening drive. The Rams, 5, another red zone play. So the Rams, again, with this brilliant offense, drive down. And 6, they're going to get a TD pass. And they do miss the extra point. And they didn't, but boy, was it close. And the Rams are up 10-0 in the first quarter. Chicago's defense is brilliant, but they've avoided it so far. Chicago with a 4, another punt. And the Rams, can they extend their possessions in the first quarter? 7. Yes, they can. Let's see what they do. The Bears want to stay away from that Bear defense, and they do. Another red zone play. 8, it's going to be a TD run, and the Rams are running it up in the first quarter. TD run, extra point is good. And the Bears, do they get their final drive? Oh, they actually get a drive and everything. They got a great running back in Caceres. 6 is intercepted, though. That's Bratkowski, I believe, or Brown. Intercepted. And they do have a 3 interception return. No. But that ends the quarter. Holy cow, the Rams are up 17-0 on the big bad Bears. And the Bears do have a brilliant defense, but folks, it ain't working out for them right now. Wow, Rams, here we go. Rams, we're facing that defense. They're going to be forced to punt. That's what they want to do. See that Chicago defense step up. And the Ram defense versus Chicago, 8 is punt. Things have slowed down for the Rams here after jumping out to 17 points. The Rams on offense, 5 is red zone. They're going to try to score again on this great Bear defense. 8, yep, TD run. And that's the Jaguar. You know it is. And the extra point is missed. PAT fails. Well, you start scoring a lot, you're bound to miss a kick or two. And Chicago trying desperately to get into this game. Red zone for Chicago. Rick Caceres. Come on, Rick. 9. Yep, TD run for Caceres. And the PAT for them is good. And there we go, folks. Chicago desperately needed that. Will the Rams get their drive here before halftime? 10. They do. Wait, now do they run out of time? They do. So the Rams, actually, time expires on them. Let's see if Chicago gets their final drive. 2-6. By the way, their extra drive is all, so they always get it. But 2-6, they don't. Time expires on the Bears, too. That hurts. The Bears lose a possession. That's huge, considering the Bears needed it bad. The Bears are down 23-7 at halftime. And basically, that quarter ate up 2 possessions worth of time. So a lot of running for Caceres and the Rams as the Jaguars scored. So you can see they ate up clock, pounding the rock, both teams. All right, the Rams start out third quarter against that Bear defense. Punt. That's what they need. But now the Bears have got to find a way to score points like 2 to sweep. Defense 12, intercepted by the... And they can return it for a touchdown on a 3. No TD. The Rams, third quarter, folks, they're leading easily. 7 is interception by the Bears, and the Bears need touch. No, it has to be a 3. It has to be exactly that number. Shoot, I really thought they would pick it off, take it to the house. That would have been great. The Bears, though, against this defense, fumble. Damn, and there is no fumble return. Can you believe it? The extra drive for the Rams? Nope, no extra drive for the Rams. The Bears automatically get their extra drive. And it's going to be 11 on offense for the Bears is punt. And that's it, folks. The third quarter, nobody scored. Look at this. There were 2 interceptions, a fumble, and 2 punts. And the Rams just ran out of time on theirs. Fourth quarter, and of course, clearly the Rams will go first as the Bears are in catch-up mode. The Bears really have to score 3 straight scores and stop the Rams. Here we go. What are the Rams going to do? They're going to face that Chicago defense. Red zone. Oh, the Rams drive down against this team, and they miss a field goal. The Bears' chance. They leave the door open for the Bears to score here and start making this interesting. 3 and 4 is punt. No, the Bears settle for a punt. The Rams are going to go against the Bears' punt. So the Bear defense stepped up, but unfortunately that first half. So halftime adjustments, the Bears may shut them out. And the Bears' 8 is going to be a punt. Game over. The Rams, do they get their final possession? They do. Do they run out of time? They don't. So the Rams will get their final possession against that defense. Picked off. Intercepted for Wade again. That is Wade. And no touchdown return for the Bears. The Bears automatically get theirs if they don't run out of time, but they don't run out of time. And against this Ram defense is red zone. Come on, Rick Caceres. 7 is TD pass. They're going to get a TD pass, though, from Brown. Extra point is good, baby. Look at that. So Bears score 7, and they shut out the Rams after halftime, 23-14. Rams are 1-0, Bears are 0-1, and that is a divisional rivalry, so that's going to hurt them. How about them apples, man? 10-19-24, that is DFT. And I have finished this afternoon, took a break, watched a movie, had some dinner with my wife, watched a movie. Came back here in, 20 minutes, knocked out the final 2 games of the week. So, let's go ahead and look at it. New York defeats Washington 31-14. I believe that's the game that I've got recorded. I haven't uploaded yet. Pittsburgh ties Philly 28-28. Pittsburgh with a 14-point fourth quarter to save face. Cleveland hammers Green Bay. Well, not hammers. Actually, it was a dogfight. They win at 34-6. Somehow they outpace Green Bay. Chicago and Detroit. Detroit looking every bit the championship. So imagine this. They won back-to-back titles in 56-57. They come into 58, and their first game of the year, they win 34-14. They look like superstars. You know fans thought, we're going to three-peat. Well, we're going to find out. They might. They still could. And we got the Rams, the Bears. Rams score 23 in the first, shut out in the second, as the Bears work that defense to perfection in the second half. Unfortunately, the Bears don't muster enough offense. 23-14, Rams win. And then the shocker, I started off my entire experience with DFT with this the first game I've ever did on the channel. 49ers somehow handle the Colts in Baltimore, playing out of their head defensively, shutting out the Baltimore Colts. And there you have it, folks. That is the first week of the 1958 Drive Time Football. Thanks for watching. Everybody have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.